So we've just been flying about in the world. We've been doing some slime AFKing. Got some slime in our stuff, and we're just flying back home at the moment. We'll try to do this and not die. Oh, we're still pretty far away. But yeah, we've been doing some stuff. A lot of IRL stuff, to be honest. We haven't really played Minecraft in a bit. I hope that doesn't explain some things. But we did some like small aesthetic things. Like I have a little pig pen now, which I think is very cute. They're just vibing, and I kind of love it. You know, just kind of, you can use your imagination what this is. You know, little fertilizer. It's fertilizer. And then we've also, unrelated, let's see if we can actually make it to the platform. Aw, I thought I spun around fast enough. We also finally finished our aquarium, and we decided to do something which I thought was a good idea. We put some glass in, so you can actually see the aquarium now. You can see the fellas. See Ko, Sasha down there, the turtles. You can see that they're just vibing. They're just vibing. The copper's starting to age a little bit. I don't know how I feel about this. It does seem like as the copper ages, it gets darker. I hope it doesn't get to the point where it's so dark it doesn't light up anymore. But everything seems mostly spawn proof. We'll just keep an eye on things. It's funny. It's like I don't know if the turtles need like land or not, but it is always nice to have like some turtles, available, so to speak. Now, obviously, we did the glass, and I kind of reached the glass out here a little bit. And I also put glass up above. And the thought process was, I want to be able to like see this nice aquarium I built, from the outside. Kind of look down. You don't have to go inside. And then also up here when you're in the tower, which I forgot how much I like this tower. I know I did the building of it, but like it's kind of cool here. I don't know if I can. What's the best way to show it? But like it's got a lot of like dimension to it, and it's got like you can walk around the outside of it at parts and like look up, and it just has like a lot of texture and depth, and I'm kind of just I like it. It was kind of a pain to do freehand, but so far it's kind of like, and then we just kind of have to figure out what goes on top of it. And apart from doing those things, I've also been smelting a ton of stuff. I went on kind of a slime kick recently. Slime kick. See, we're saying one thing, and our brain's going like, what? No, not slime. We've been making, we need to get some of that stuff, but where is it? Yeah, look at all that glass. Num, 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 num. Delicious. So that's going to be nice. I kind of had this idea, and I don't know if it's going to work, but I was like, I don't know if you've ever heard of a salmon run or salmon ladders. And so in Minecraft, fish are great. I mean, there's some fish down there right now. The problem with those fish versus like the fish that you get as pets is these will just randomly despawn. And that's usually fine in an ocean because they spawn about the same time or at the same rate that they despawn. So you kind of always have, some amount of fish. But if you say put some fish like over there down your own stream or whatever, they will just slowly despawn, especially if you leave the area. So I thought it might be fun to have kind of a system where the salmon like go through the village and they kind of go through, and on the other end of the village they kind of go underground back, and then they feed up, and it's kind of like this revolving circle of salmon. And I think that would just be kind of cool. The downsides of this is we need a lot of salmon, and they all have to be named. And we have to find a way where it's the salmon are, because like for example, like I could put fence posts, right, to keep them from jumping out. But if they get on the edge of the fence posts where there's no water, then they'll suffocate. And is that reverse drowning? But yeah, because there's that little gap here along a fence post. So we can't use fence posts. So we're gonna have to. It's gonna be very tricky on how we have to do it. And I definitely want to like maneuver it through the village. I think it would just be like a cool little feature to have in the village. Like for example, this, I think we're gonna get rid of this. Anyways, we'll fill in that one hole. And then I think what we'll do is we'll outline perhaps so the other thing we have to consider is the way water mechanics work in Minecraft. Well, there's water mechanics, and then like how, I don't actually know, like is there like a height for how high fish can jump in Minecraft? There's a lot of things that oh, here's Ko. Hi, Ko. Ko's hiding. Ko's running away. Where'd Ko go? Hi, Ko. Ko's, I presume, getting food? Yeah. They're having an existential crisis because everyone keeps calling them emo. And that's okay. See viewers, this is what happens. Ko attacks us. It's been recorded. We have proof. I should probably change that. I forgot to click recording. Caught Ko in their natural state of being. Violence. Bye-bye. Anywho, so I think we're gonna start the salmon ladder up here. I think it's a good spot to do it. I think, so like, for example, I think it'd be fun to go kind of this way and then down here, across this way. We kind of like, it'd be kind of cool if it goes through the village. So here, we'll start it up here. So like right here is a good example of like, we could go just naturally down here, but salmon ladders are human-made constructions at the end of the day. So we're gonna do a little bit of our own. So let's think about it this way. The salmon can the water source block can only go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. And then here, we'll do a little bit of like glass up above. And yeah, so we'll do like glass corners, and then yeah, I'm excited for this. So I think we'll do a little bit of a time lapse, and you'll get to see like the whole progress as a whole, and hopefully it doesn't look bad. I mean, at first it's just gonna be a river, and then we're gonna come back from the we're gonna come back from the time lapse, and then we'll work on the fish. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Okay, let's the time lapse begin. Oh, I have to fix that hole. is a disaster. Let me just show you. Look at this. Look at this map. So I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. As you can see, it goes all the way to the ocean there. It drops down using this, and then it kind of just follows a tunnel of sorts for a bit. And then it goes to this bubble vader, shoots all the way up, and then the loop continues. The only part I'm a little worried about is that maybe because of how entities load, there might be a backup. So at some point, maybe I have a feeling what's going to happen is that there's going to be like a bunch of fish clumped together. But I'm hoping, because there are spots, it's not like it's an item elevator, right? Like if I even broke, the kelp, when I broke the kelp, like I didn't feed the kelp all the way through. Most of the kelp you can see on my map stayed up there because there's dead spots like right here where the fish can just hang out, chill. But the whole point is that the idea is that there's no dry spots because that's what would kill fish. So I think we actually have some fish. There's actually a bunch of salmon that spawn right there next to the end of the portal. But let's clean up our inventory first. Things first. And then after doing a little inventory cleaning, we'll put some tropical fish in there because those will be our test. And then I think in a second, we'll spend some time and we'll just like get a bunch of salmon and throw like, I don't know, maybe a 64 salmon in there. And the reason we want such a even like square number like 64 is because say we want to like do an inventory and count them and see like, oh, did any of the fish disappear and stuff like that. It'll be easier if there's just one kind of fish, or not just one kind of fish, but like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I also like the addition of like just these little metal bits here. I think it will make it look better for people that aren't, because not everyone has. I have another fish project I have planned, but so we were thinking about doing like little fish bowls everywhere, and putting inside those would be coral and tropical fish. But we first want to do this. I think this will just be fun. So yeah, see, the fish will just kind of hang out there, and I'm not even sure if the fish will actually like. They are just a little derpy, and that's fine. They really like the bubbles. I don't know if that's a game mechanic or what. But yeah, it'll be interesting once I get more fish in here. I know that they like to kind of hang out with each other. So, let's see. Yeah, so they'll probably hang out in the dead spots. But I think they'll do like a full. It'd be cool if we could see them do like a full circle. Oh no, guys, you're leaving. I can't see their names. Oh, I know the two copies, they're both co's, but I don't know which co's go and which co's emo go. So that's kind of cool. Even though the water's flowing this way, the fish will kind of go back and forth. So I like that. I like this project. I think it's going to be fun, especially when we put a lot. I think we're going to have to put like a lot of fish. I don't know if a stack is going to be enough. So, but as you can tell, probably the next step, obviously, is apart from the buckets. The bucket's easy. We have to get about 64, maybe 128 levels, just so we can do maybe like 2 sets, or it's not even 2 stacks, because buckets only stack up to 16, so that's what, 8 stacks of buckets, I think, is what we need. And I think you can actually, can we buy a bucket of fish? I'd rather catch them, honestly, but it'd be interesting if I could. Nah, there's honestly no reason to just. Might as well just catch them. Where are you? No. Do you sell bucket? You sell bucket of cod. But I don't think anyone sells a bucket of salmon. I don't think that's a thing. Right. Yeah. Just bucket of cod. And I don't want to fill it with cod. I want to fill it with salmon. Salmon look nice. They look nicer. That's easier. It's pretty easy. I mean, we have, as you could saw, Actually, you didn't see that. That was during. So since I've been here for a bit and Ko's been here for a bit, we have a lot of iron. Like a lot of iron. So let me craft some into blocks just to get rid of them. Let's see. So we obviously have enough buckets. That's not a problem. That'll be whatchamacallit. The next step, levels, salmon, and then we have to think up like 128 names. So yeah, we'll just get a couple levels. We got the buckets, as you could see, and then we'll catch some salmon. And then we have to think of all these names. Like, that's a lot of names. Part of me was like, oh, should I just do subscribers or something? But the problem is, like, I don't want to have to vet every single person. So I think we'll just do, like, I'll pick, like, it's going to be something. We'll think of something. Before we show off the fish, which you may have gotten a little sneak peek there, I need to get more food. We used up a ton of food in this project, and we're food poor, and we just need some more food. And of course, I can't eat anything but golden carrots. I mean, it's just a requirement at this point. Now, I could go trade cod, but we're actually in a situation where we have a lot more iron to, burn away than we do cod. We actually have like way more iron than anyone has any business needing. We even sorted we've got to find it. We sorted our extra diamond stuff chest, so that's nice. We have this all nice and sorted. We did a little housekeeping, as you could say. Okay, the big reveal. Let's look at the fish. And I think the best place to do it is actually right here. And look, there's enough fish where we can kind of have it like all going, And they seem to like to pile up here for some reason. I don't know why. They're all throughout the system. I say that, and then I can't find any in the system. See, there's some fish down here. See? I promise it worked. Last I checked, they were kind of piling up in this corner. Yeah. So here are the tropical fish. So the tropical fish were kind of in the front. So I don't think any fish have gone. I mean, maybe they have. I can't tell if the fish have gone through or not, but I don't know. I like it. I think it's fun. It adds a lot of like dynamic movement, and we're gonna do a couple more things like this. The whole idea is that like I want to kind of look like everything is kind of going to the rig over there. So like we'll just have like this is the outlet, and like everything's being plugged into the rig. It's just kind of sucking up all the resources, all the farms and stuff. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments, whether you think you like it or what. There was some well, I mean, so it's glass, obviously glass. So I have connected glass, obviously. Ko did mention that a non-connected glass view of this is a little cursed. Other thing we did, so obviously, so the amount of fish here, so there's about 130 fish that are named in the system. So the thing that happened was I went over to my farm because I had obviously 130 fish that are named, require 130 levels. And I flew over here and I was like, all ready to do it. And then I looked in, actually no, what chest did I look in? I think I looked in, I looked in this chest here, and I noticed, well, that's a bad sign. I noticed the prismarine shard there. And usually what happens with that is that means it's overflowing. Sometimes. Not all the time. Okay, it doesn't look like it's overflowing. So that's a good sign. We'll just push that back in then. Yeah, I guess I mean, it happens sometimes if you, like, really go to town. on the system. Let's see. Yeah, so anyways. So let's see if I can explain how this works. So obviously you have 3 item sorters and this main one here. And what I underestimated was this main one back here, how many items actually go into it. Now, because of that, we split up the droppers here. Now, the droppers get their own 3, not their own 3 droppers. That path of hoppers get their own 3 droppers. So this chain of 3 here is that one that gets the most. The item sorter on the right, which is actually it gets more for some reason. It gets these 3 plus that one to compensate. The other item sorter, which is the one that is set up just in case someone dies and they lose their stuff in the system, that one actually feeds back into these main ones here, which are these hoppers down here, which actually get less. For some reason, when you're looking at the machine, more items go to the right than the left. So this left hopper, which I had at first feeding into these 3, which sets off the trigger, because it does less, it doesn't set off the trigger fast enough. So like you'll have nothing here, which isn't great, because if everything is overflowing, you've got kind of a problem. Because like, right, if, for example, this one's full, this one's full. I don't know. Oh, so this must be leftovers from the last run of it emptying itself. But you see, it should fill. Let's see. Yeah, I think someone probably flew away while it was doing its thing, which is fine, because at the end of the day, these hoppers aren't full. I mean, last time everything was overfilling, so it looks like it works, and that's all that matters. Did I do a good job explaining how it works? Probably not. Probably not. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like, until you run it for a while, because like, I'm not saying this design is bad. Obviously, it's great. It's just the item management for it that it comes with and the design that ENX04 has is a little bit interesting. I mean, there's obviously the overflow, and I don't think the overflow is there by accident. The farm is designed to be overfilled. There's no, like, you'd have to put quite a bit of item sorters there or it would overfill. I have 10 dispensers down here set up to like spammer repeater clocks, and that's the only thing I can use. Like, I can't just use one. It doesn't work fast enough. I gotta use 10. Like, that is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. The other thing I did off camera is I felt a little, well, it's not even a little silly. I was just like, I want to get more shulkers and more. While I'm getting shulkers, I might as well get more elytra because, you know, why not, right? So let's go back to the base and I'll show you my haul. So I was down to 10 shulkers, 10 shulker boxes, which is just unacceptable. We are really in the project phase. So we reloaded our end, very similar to how Hermitcraft does it. And so obviously we could do end busting again. And I did not die this time, which I was very proud of myself for. I probably had to focus a lot more than I would like to admit, but you know, it just is what it is. I did a perfect spinny. How dare you? So yeah, just remember we only had 10 shulker boxes. So we got quite a few. It was what is it? 4 times 9. We are ready in case accidents happen. Because also, like, sometimes we're goofing around. Not just you could die, but you could actually kill someone else. And in that time, you kind of have to be prepared to be like, hey, here's some stuff. I am tempted to take, where is it? I keep grabbing the wrong one. I am tempted to take, like, a set of this stuff and just, like, fully enchant it. Because we have, oh, we have an extra boots there. Interesting. nothing really good. But it's really, like, we have enough stuff here to maybe do one, like, set of, like, really, really good armor. Will we netherite it? Nah, I don't know. That's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. I mean, we do have... Where did that chest... No. I could have sworn I made a bunch of TNT, but I don't remember where I put it. Oh no, I was going to make TNT, and then I decided to make glass instead. Priorities. Because I have, just like overfilled. I have a bunch of gunpowder for just use, but it's like, I think my original plan was I was going to keep it for the fireworks, because I do like fireworks in Minecraft. They're kind of they really are kind of a pain in the butt to do. There's just very, like, what do you click, and it's very tedious, and if you click the wrong thing, it's just pain. But I don't know, I just like them. They're pretty. They're pretty little lag makers. So, yeah. And we're still kind of enjoying our little... So we have a very, like, aquatic incorporation into our base. We have our fish tank here. We have our salmon ladder over there, which, I don't know, can I see it from here? Let's just go... Oh, we can kind of see it from here. If we go... I forgot I can actually go up these little towers I made. Let's see, we do have that zoom function. Look at that. Look at those salmon. And they're not loading. Boo. It is funny. It loads the water moving effect, but not the salmon itself. But yeah, you can see where the salmon go. They kind of go there. And then they pop out right there. But what I underestimated is the fish really kind of like to fight the current, which I guess makes sense. That is like a fish thing, but they all do it the same way. It's not like the one fish does it differently than the other. I'm pretty sure the AI for the fish is exactly the same. Whether it's cod, salmon. I bet the only fish that has a slightly different AI is pufferfish. So I guess I could fill it with pufferfish, but that's like its own problem. So, yeah. I mean, I guess if we put pufferfish in there, they probably would be swimming differently. But I wish Mojang, you kind of, I don't know, like salmon and the tropical fish and the cod, maybe put like one line of code differently for each one. Like maybe the salmon will like swim with the current, or swim up current, or try to swim up current, and like the tropical fish kind of go with the flow more, like, or something, like, I don't know. I'm saying these things and they're probably like really hard to do, and I'm just like going blah 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 blah. But yeah. And the next project we really want to work on is we want to do kind of something with glass. And I was thinking about doing, so we have the salmon ladders, obviously. And we're kind of at that impasse of like, unless I do some major terraforming to change the landscape, we've kind of used up all the flat land we have for, you know, wheat. So I think the next stage, well, there's two options. We can either do kind of like an in the water pen for fish, which I think might be cool, or little fish globes throughout the area. We also have a lot of like caves through our base. I mean, like this one actually runs, well, it more or less runs. This is the one that goes through here, and then it like connects here, I think. Oh no, this is its own cave. Never mind. But yeah, that is just it's just one of those things where it's like there's so many things to do, so many options, and we have all the time in the world to do it. I mean, I think the season is going to go on for a bit, so it's good to have a lot of little projects. But I think we are going to stick with our aquatic theme. Just kind of, you know, our first build was on the ocean, and we were ocean adjacent. Well, I mean, quote, ocean. I can see across it. It's not a very big ocean. But, I mean, when you look at the map, there's not a whole lot of... Ironically enough, I go over here for my sand, as you can see, from, like, just the lines missing. But this ocean here would have been such a prettier place to base. And ironically enough, there's a village right here. So it would have been literally just, if I moved right here, would have been perfect. But at this point, it just is what it is. Maybe next season we'll do kind of like a beach life or something. I don't know. I'm enjoying this season. I don't want to like start thinking about the next one. And also, we could just make a sandy beach here. I mean, there's no reason why we can't. I mean, we have cliffs for now, but we can easily change that. So, I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what do you think would be cooler? I mean, should I make like an outpost at the beach, or should I just make a beach here? Because I think there's space. We could easily go. Let's see. We could easily go over here and flatten it out, smooth it into kind of like a beach transition here. I think that'd be pretty easy to do. So it goes like farmland and then it just goes to the beach. I mean, it's not, we're at like 72, so that's actually, yeah, that's not many layers to transition down. So we could do it. You could do it. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. If I get comments this next video, we'll see. I mean, we've kind of fallen off on YouTube, and that's fine. I mean, I'm making these videos more for me than for the algorithm. If I really wanted to chase the algorithm, I'd be making nonsense shorts that just have no bearing to the rest of the videos, and I would hate them, and it's just a thing. That said, we've been, what pick is this? This is so, we've had these floating rocks here for a bit now, and I think it's about time I just got rid of them. I know. It's a new age. It's a new age for Luck Goodfellow, that's for sure. But yeah, I like this. It's one of those things where it's like, maybe in the comments everyone will be like, that's so ugly, but I like it. It's fun. Now you might be asking yourself, Luck, what did you name them? Honestly, I named them a bunch of numbers. Apart from the ones that got named like fun names like Ko Sasha, Emo Ko, and Creek, the other fish just got numbers. I mean, they are just, it's like, you know, it's like they're just a legion of salmon. So I was thinking, oh, let's give them individual names, but then like 40 names on the anvil later, and I was like, nope. We also went through like 10 anvils to name all of them. For some reason, the anvil was just not liking naming stuff. It was just not happy with it. Not happy at all. But yeah. But they're just vibing, and I like that they vibe a lot here, like where I see them most, because I do go back and forth between these villagers quite a bit to trade for stuff. And I kind of wanted to, because like obviously these farms, I don't need them for food. I don't need wheat. I don't need pigs. I don't need sheep. I don't need any of this stuff. So having something that I can see that's moving and dynamic in my village, it's nice. Because, you know, people, you know, you could say like, oh, Luck, why don't you just harvest your crops? Because then they grow. I don't want to have to harvest my crops every single time I go to my village just because I want to see it being dynamic. And I could put villagers there, but the villagers will probably, more often than not, what happens with villagers and farming, unless it's like completely penned in and flat, they just inevitably end up trampling all the corners, and it just starts looking kind of ugly. And it's like, in a perfect world, it'd be great if I could just put villagers out, and I could like set them with like a book or something and be like, just harvest the wheat and plant the wheat and don't jump or whatever. Just don't jump. It's just something with like villagers and jumping. It's just, it's weird too, because you don't think a villager could jump, but they do, and they trample crops, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. But it would be nice if you could, because I know Mojang plans to nerf the villagers, like the villager trading and stuff. And if I'm being quite honest, if you can't use them this way, you gotta give us, as players, a reason to want to go to a village. Because if we can't trade with them, which I get, I mean, it is kind of OP how you can get unlimited stuff with them. But if you gonna nerf that, let us do other stuff, like how we can, I don't know if it's how vanilla it is, but I think it's pretty vanilla based, but the things you can do with an armor stand, something similar to that, but with villagers. Like we can put a named book on a villager and, I don't know, kind of like program their pathfinding or something, or limit stuff. That'd be great. That'd be a great thing you could do. I don't know how much coding that would involve. I know as far as command blocks, you can't really mess with the pathfinding of AI and stuff, but I know you can do it. I mean, they do it on like Hypixel. Those villagers have a set path, so it's not like it's impossible. But I mean, like, give us something. Like, if the villagers can't be used for trading, make them aesthetics, programmable aesthetics that we can add to our area, and know that they won't destroy it, because I don't want to put them in my farm and then see them trample all the crops I planted and just be like, oh, well, I guess I have to babysit them now. Like, that's not a fun thing to play with. Hot take. Now, I'm looking at my screen, and I see that there's a dropped block over here, and I'm wondering, is it a chicken? I see skeletons. Oh, it's just because okay, it's the skeleton. The skeleton died. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied, and I've done a rant. That's like the bingo card for the day. That's the bingo card. That is the bingo card for a good day with luck. I've satisfied my curiosity, I've shown off a build, and I've ranted about Mojang. What else do I need in life? What else do I need in life? But I mean, that has been a lot of people, even like Good Times with Scar mentions that a lot, that they wish that there was more things, more dynamic things that moved in Minecraft, because currently everything is kind of like, if you, like, for example, if I built a water wheel here, obviously it's not going to move with the water. And there are things, I think it's called, what is it? The Create mod or whatever. And anyone who's played really modded games, you need like a supercomputer to play it. And it's kind of one of those things where there's got to be a happy middle ground. Where there's like, I don't know, even like just something that moves, like something that, like wind. You're adding a wind thing in Minecraft. Are we going to get wind? When we have like, I mean, if you want to go crazy, you could get a shader pack that actually uses the wind. But for the rest of us, like wind mechanics, that'd be great. Like, we already have kind of like a water mechanic. Like, what about wind mechanics? Like, when we have a thunderstorm, like, and say we have like a wood hut, or not a wood hut, a dirt hut, and there's a thunderstorm, and it's like a windy thunderstorm. Would like those blocks get moved by the wind? That'd be kind of cool. I can also see that being a giant problem, because it's like, would it move these these dirt blocks, or is it just place dirt blocks? Who knows? I'm just spitballing here. You know what we might do? And I need to do this more. I mean, there's other people online. Oh. See, here I was going to go bother Co, but Co's on Do Not Disturb. So, ooh, hello. Hello, computer. What's happening? So we want to go bother Co, but Co has made a lot of progress in that area. I don't want to necessarily spoil it for when they make a video. Poke, make a video. But so we're gonna go over there. We're gonna try to get Co with some velocity, and we'll see if we can't get velocity, we'll just cut it out. I don't know. It's like if I can get the one we have like no rockets. Okay, maybe more rockets, and then we'll try to pull a Scar and velocity Co into make them go boom. We also renamed our bow to plot device because I think it's funny. See, here I was worried I was going to spoil Co's area, and Co's not home. So I guess we're not bothering Co today. Oh, there's Co. Hi Co. I tried to velocity you, but I did not see you when I was flying around, so I couldn't do anything. But yeah, I'm just, I'm vibing. I was looking at my fish for a bit. I complained about Mojang. Really, I hit my to-do list for the day. Really, I'm set now. I'm set. I mean, what else is there left to do? I mean, be productive. Ugh. Can't do that. But yeah, I told my going to be audience that they should look forward to your video because you've had a lot of progress. Co's being spicy because they don't want to make a video. But they should. You've done a lot of progress, and you should be the one who gets to show it off. Well, I think that's gonna be all for this episode today. I mean, we did quite a bit. We did a build, got time lapse, did a little bit of Mojang whining, did a little bit of fixing things that we fixed 1,000 times, and we're gonna probably have to fix 1,000 more times. And I think that's enough for an episode. And if you like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe. If you are new to this channel, we have a couple more episodes in this season of Januscraft. We also have a lot of other videos and a lot of other shorts if you just want to binge. I'm not planning to delete that stuff, but you know what? It's there. It's free. Might as well watch it. Yeah, maybe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All that stuff. Share. I don't know. What other shameless things can I do? Okay. Bye.